Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I am going to do a review of the Milk makeup product. So I got a box in with, I feel like, enough products to actually achieve a full skin look. So I'm going to do that, and also we will see how all their products work together, because it's always nice to use a primer that is made for the foundation and a powder that's made for the foundation. You know what I mean? Like, it's always nice to use one brand of products to see how everything interacts together. Of course, not everybody can afford everything in one brand, so we're just gonna do everything together at once, and hopefully you will like how it comes out. Okay, so this is the first package I got from Milk, and it has literally everything I possibly could need. I think I have enough here for a good complexion routine, or for a good skin routine, so I'm gonna do that. Of course, I don't have a contour, and I think that's about it. And I mean, Koivoka's got me covered with the contour, so okay, so I'm gonna start off with the Milk makeup stuff. So first we have, and I have the cards that came with it, so I'm gonna tell you guys about each product, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Okay, so first I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup Matcha Toner. It's the world's first solid toner, and it is supposed to have oil control, balanced skin, calm redness, and it has kombucha and witch hazel, which are supposed to help diminish the appearance of pores and blemishes. Okay, but I feel like the stick toner is actually like the best, because you're not wasting the product, which is great. Fantastic. Okay, so the luminous blur stick is supposed to be silicone free, oil free, mattifying. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in. And okay, so next we have the Blur Matte Liquid Foundation. Wait, no, I said that. Blur Liquid Matte Foundation. I said that anyway, so this foundation has a serum like feel. You're supposed to shake it vigorously, so let me shake this while I talk. It's oil-free, full coverage, and it has a modern matte finish. I'm thinking that modern matte just means a natural finish, right? Like, not a matte you to death kind of finish, but like a natural matte finish. So that's what I'm thinking. And it's also lightweight, so it is a full coverage, lightweight matte finish foundation. So initially they had 15 shades of this foundation. I mean, they added 8 new foundations, but the 3 that I feel were geared towards dark to medium, well, dark to deep dark skin tone is Mocha, Cocoa, and Espresso. And they gave me the option to choose which shade I wanted, and I chose the last shade, which is Espresso, to see if it is my match. However, if this doesn't match my skin tone, I will go back and get Deep, because sometimes they make the last shade as a red undertone and the shade before the last shade as a golden undertone, so that with somebody like my chest is golden, it will match my skin tone better than a red undertone foundation, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna shake this and we're going to apply it and see how it goes. And because it is full coverage, I'm only gonna use a little bit. So I'm gonna blend it out with the Sigma flat kabuki brush, and this is the F80 brush. I actually really love this brush for blending out foundation. I feel like this matches my face, but not my chest. I mean, my chest is lighter than my face, so if you're as dark as my face, this foundation will match your skin tone. Usually I like to use a foundation that matches my face and then use a concealer that matches my chest. So next we have the Flex Concealer, and the Flex Concealer warm, deep, medium to full coverage. I don't want to use too much because I'm scared. And I'm going to blend this out. Okay, so this is how everything looks. I still feel like my face looks luminous compared to a matte finish. So I'm still thinking that this is a natural to maybe a satiny finish. So next we have the Blur and Set Matte Loose Powders. Okay, and this powder is a translucent matte finish, and this is their translucent deep, and it comes with a little foam for you to apply your powder. So it also has that mesh type that I said eventually it looks like all brands are gonna have, and this has it. And then on top of that, it has this thing to keep that thing in place, and then you have your lid. So I'm gonna use my Sigma F37 brush, and I'm going to use it to set my face. So I'm just gonna set half of my face for now, and then we're gonna compare it to the other half. Okay, so this is my face. I set this side of my face with the translucent powder, and I didn't set the side of my face yet. I can definitely tell that the powder did make this side of my face a little bit more mattified. It mattified the side of my face compared to this side. Now, whether you can bake with this powder, I don't know. Oh, I have to put it through the test to find out if you can bake with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Koivoka setting powder in the shade Deep. And I'm gonna use that to contour my face. If you don't know, this is the powder I use to contour my face. If I'm not using the powder, then I'm using her contour stick. But I feel like with this one, okay, so next we have the lip and cheek, and it is a 2-in-1. It's a 2-in-1 product. You can use it as a blush or you can use it as a lip product. And I feel like, so as a lip product, it just has a really sheer pink to it, which is really, really nice. I just don't like putting creamy stuff on my face. I don't know how it's gonna go. It's not bad. Just always thought that I'm using the Jessup small duo fiber brush. Yeah, I'm just scared that it's gonna take the product off my face. If this isn't the most natural full coverage foundation routine you've ever seen, I don't know who you've been watching. Maybe my lights are also like giving me a more accurate reading, but this looks flawless. Okay. Okay, y'all, so now we have... Okay, so this is the holographic stick. It is a multi-purpose holographic highlighter stick. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. blush brush and take some of the product, and it has a subtle pinkish reflection. It looks like it will give you like a maximum glazed look without looking crazy. It looks really, really nicely blended out, and you know that one of my biggest pet peeves is a highlighter that looks like it's not blended into my dark skin, but this thing looks really, really good. So I'm setting with the Morphe Continuous Mist. So all the products work really, really well together. I feel though as if the concealer was a little hard to blend out. I don't know if it's because I feel like I had too much foundation on my face, but the concealer was definitely a little too hard to blend out. So I'm just checking the parts where I put the cream products, because you know the blush is cream and the highlighter is cream. The highlighter it looks like it would be golden, but it actually has a pinkish it has pinkish reflective pearls in it, so it makes everything look really pinkish. Yeah, but it's not bad. It actually did not lift the product off the sides of my face like I thought it would, because I was a little apprehensive about the whole cream blush and cream highlighter situation that we got going on. But yeah, it doesn't look bad. I'm blind. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the mascara because why not? First impressions of this mascara. The mascara spoolie is very, very dense, and it feels like it's gonna get every single lash. I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye.